Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now we're getting to the beginning of spring, so I thought I'd recommend a few fragrances that I would be personally wearing from the middle of February to the middle of March. These ain't the only ones I'm gonna be wearing, but these are ones I'm gonna give some good use to. So to put it more in perspective, it's gonna be fragrances you use when it's windy and in around the 60-degree mark, right? Somewhere around that area. But most importantly, when it's windy. So these are not gonna necessarily do great in the high heat or when it's dry heat with no wind, right? You want it to be a little windy because these are heavier scents. They're not freshies, if you will. So before we get into the list, if you like fragrance related content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because that's what we do in this channel, right? And also, hook your boy up with a like. That way it really helps out the algorithm, helps the video get out there so other people can enjoy it as well. So now that you did me that favor, which I do thank you very much and I appreciate, let's get to the list. Okay, the first one I got here is a Mancera Arjun Lemon Mint. Love the bottle. You see how it goes from a green to a blue tint? So it screams freshy, right? Like, oh, this is like a summer fragrance. Well, that's a little misleading. It has a dash of that fresh smell, but it's not light and airy. This is a heavy fragrance. What you're gonna get here is right when you spray it, you're gonna get a big blast of lemon. You're gonna get a little bit of that mint. That mint goes away pretty fast, like 5-10 minutes. It doesn't stick around. So once that mint is gone, you're gonna be stuck mainly with some of that lemon, and you're gonna get the oud, the Mancera oud, right? And it almost comes off like a creamy almond smell. So think like a creamy almond with lemon. That's what you're gonna get here. In the background, you'll get almost like what feels like a leather smell to me, but that's way in the background. Like it's barely even there, right? Very just supporting cast member. So like I said, mainly that almond and lemon. It's a solid one. I have not smelled another fragrance that smells anything like this. Very unique, very different. And it lasts like 10 hours on my skin, probably longer. Usually when I spray it, I usually have to take a shower before it's actually removed, right? I never actually stuck around to see how long it actually would last, right? But yeah, good projection. Very unique fragrance here. Next one here is Homage Pigmentation, man. So you're seeing a trend here with this green to blue fade. So yes, I'm a fan of bottles. This is a type of style I enjoy. It grabs my attention. It makes me want to seek them out and buy them, right? This one's very divisive. A lot of people do not like this, and a lot of people enjoy it. So as far as Homage fragrances go, you can find this pretty cheap a lot of the time because it's not necessarily one of their best sellers because it is very challenging. This one's it's a lot more artistic, but I really enjoy it. It's super unique and it almost has a freshness to it, right? Like I almost feel like I could wear this in summer. What you're gonna get here is a very earthy, that wet soil you put on the plants and so forth, like at Home Depot and stuff like that for the pottery in the pottery section. So you're gonna get some of that wet soil along with some lemon. That's the main players. So that lemon makes it feel fresh, and even that soil itself smells a little fresh too, right? So I really enjoy this. Very different. If you really dissected this is a very interesting fragrance. It's really a work of art. It's like you could feel the painter, the creator, just painting, and you imagine that picture. It puts you in a certain setting, right? It's almost like you could see a forest at night. You could hear the owls. You could hear the crickets. It gives you that type of vibe here. So yeah, I really enjoy this one. All right, the next recommendation here is from the house of Christian Dior. This one is called Bois d'Argent or Argent. I have no idea how to pronounce this. It's some fancy French word, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of it. So this is a huge 200 ml bottle. I did not buy it new. I bought it halfway, kind of like a split with somebody. So it was 100 ml. That meaning like around up to here. So I still put a pretty good dent. Look at that. That's like 10 mils gone, right? So put some work in on this. Got a pretty solid price. Honestly, I think these goes for like $250, but it's a big 200 ml bottle for $250. I think it's actually a really solid deal, considering how much juice you're getting. Here, the main player you're gonna get is some honey, and you get some other notes. Like some people said it had a iris. I don't really get an iris note here, to be honest with you, but I could kind of see it being there to make the honey slightly smell different, because this honey does have almost like a lipsticky vibe, but it smells like honey though, right? So that's kind of interesting. I heard this is a newer formulation, so I heard before the iris note was stronger, and I heard the scent itself used to be like beast mode, right? I don't get beast mode from this, but it's no slouch. It's a good projection. It's not weak at all. but it's just not what I would personally call beast mode. I get around 7 hours, depending on how you spray, of course. Even somebody told me that I smell like the shit. Maybe they said I smell like shit. I don't even know, but it was obviously it was not a stranger, somebody I know. I don't remember, because you know the homies, they like hate when you smell amazing. You know, you might outshine them. Okay, so yeah, this is one I highly recommend. I would love to see more clones of this line. Fragrance is also from the house of Mancera. It's Oud Blue Notes. Now I know that the juice looks dark. What do you get here? It's basically like it sounds. You get the Mancera Oud note, and it's fresh. You know, like those blue fragrances. So you kind of collide, like if you had a blue fragrance and you threw some oud in there, right? But it's a fresh oud. This thing, oh man. This is another one that's a signature scent worthy. It's fresh enough for summer, but it's heavy and dense enough for the winter. You could just wear this year round. I wouldn't say this is sexy at all, but I think it does smell real nice and pretty interesting. Pretty I don't feel like it has a lot of depth to it, but it's unique enough, like where there's not a lot of fragrances out there that smell like this. This is a banger for me. I really enjoy this, and I really need to start wearing this more often. At least this is a newer pickup. It's called Killer Oud Overdose from the house of Latafa. There's a sprayer. I'm really enjoying the way this one smells. It's newer to the collection, so I haven't had a lot of time with it, but I did drop a review already. I wore it enough to kind of check what it's doing and so forth. You're gonna get some tobacco here, you're gonna get some honey, you're gonna get some incense. Those are the main players. And man, this thing is seductive. This is whenever you get tobacco, even sometimes the incense, you usually the combination is gonna make for like a sexy, seductive type of fragrance. And that's what this is. It's very sexy to me, at least. I think it also has some cardamom, which is also very sexy. So yeah, this is a good one. This is a total winner, and it's like $30. Total killer right here. You know what? I'm gonna throw one last one in there just for a good measure, right? Dior Fahrenheit. Oh my god, this is a leather fragrance. So here, we're all familiar with Dior Fahrenheit. Very polarizing. Half the people love it, half the people hate it. So it's been around for a long time, so it obviously has its following, right? This leather here, it's very unique, very different. It's more unique than what a lot of niche fragrances do with their leather fragrances, right? In the opening, you get this almost like waxy violet leaf note. Now mixed with the leather, it almost smells like gasoline. That's what it's famous for, is that petroleum gasoline smell. So you get that in the opening, lasts a good 30 minutes to an hour, and after that it pretty much dries down to a leather with some light florals in the background. So it's basically a leather fragrance. Works perfect for spring. These new reformulations, I don't know if it's strong enough for winter, but you could definitely rock it in winter depending on the day, right? So this is one that's for all you that like a challenge, like something different, interesting, unique. Go ahead and check this out. Don't just write it off just because other people don't like it. Go ahead and check it out. It is like I said, it is very polarizing. You might hate it. Who knows, right? But only one way to find out is if you smell it yourself. One thing I can tell you, this is not necessarily a compliment puller, but if you like something different, unique, out there, you want to be challenged, like, my nose has never got a whiff or something like this, right? This might be one you want to check out. So yeah, guys, other than that, I'd just like to thank you guys for checking out the video and sticking around to the end. Any questions, or if you've tried any of these, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section down below, and I'll check you guys out next time.